Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics and maybe a little bit beyond. Take a look at some national news. But Auburn gets back to their winning ways on the basketball court, beating Richmond yesterday in kind of an odd game, 11 o'clock on a Sunday. But nonetheless, Auburn defeats Richmond 98-54. I think Auburn's still mad about that 1984 NCAA tournament when Richmond knocked out Auburn, I believe, in the first or second round.
Who didn't say we hold grudges, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That was Charles Barkley, too.
Right.
Yeah, Auburn kind of – look, I mean, it was exactly what you would hope Auburn would be, and it came back and took care of business. And that's probably a product of playing so many high-caliber teams. When you play a team that's 4-4, you do what you're supposed to do. But the transfer portal, it is 'tis the season to be portaling. And there's a lot of people in the portal, a lot of people from Auburn, some new names we'll talk about, maybe some names that Auburn's looking at. Where does Auburn go at quarterback as Hank Brown enters the portal? Now that's Gardner and Brown. Auburn probably going to take two quarterbacks out of the portal if they can get them. So we'll talk about that. Maybe look at the Auburn roster. Where are the Auburn's biggest needs to get from the portal? And there was a little thing called the college football playoff.
Oh, really?
That was set over the weekend. Some fans upset.
Something we hadn't sniffed.
Some fans happy. And that's the way it's going to be every single year. A lot of talk back and forth. We'll probably give our opinions on that. And love to hear yours as well. 256-234-6221. Give us a call. Let us know what's on your mind as always. We'd love to hear from you. Super 7, that was a lot of fun. I know y'all had a lot of fun. Y'all did a great job. It's I can't believe it's all over.
It's complete.
How about that?
You know, the year goes by faster and faster, right? Years go by faster and faster. This year went by fast, too. And, the Super 7 had some good matchups, had some blowouts, obviously. We get that every year. And, you feel for teams like Cherokee County who've been 3 years in a row and can't – not only were you beat, you were blown out.
Well, they had the misfortune of playing maybe the best team.
Well, last year maybe when they played Catholic, it may have been the best team. Catholic wins back-to-back in different classifications. But Jackson with Duckworth at quarterback, Auburn's offered him now. I think he's up to 10 offers or something, major offers. Oregon's in the mix already, but quarterback for Jackson High School is a junior. He'll be back next year. The receivers will be back. I think most of the team's back.
Wow.
And so, again, 4A, if you're in 4A, you know what the bar is. You know who you're shooting for. They're dominant. I thought Parker was unbelievable. I know this is an Auburn show and we're Auburn people, but I think Jordan Crawford's the best player in the state. I've seen it with my own two eyes now. I haven't seen a defensive lineman dominate the way he did in major class high school football the way he did. The speed and the agility and the strength, and it didn't matter if they doubled him. He still was able to get in the backfield. He caused problems for K.J. Lacey all night long. He made open field tackles on K.J. Lacey, which was the most impressive part of all of it. This guy weighs 305 pounds, and K.J. Lacey, there's no way, Andy, in this room in here, I could get my hands on K.J. Lacey. And when you are in open field like that with a big guy like Jordan Crawford, and you're trying to tackle a skill guy, somebody as good as KJ Lacey, and you're able to square him up and get him down in open field. That's hard for a cornerback to do, for a defensive back to come up and do that. And for him to do that, look, I'm just saying, I'll get off that because I know we got a lot to get to. This is a outstanding player Auburn got. It may be underrated. If he's not a 5-star, I don't know what a 5-star is. I think he'll come in and have an immediate impact with Auburn next year.
If you watch that game, there's no question. I mean, like you said, guys jump off, the screen rarely. I mean, sometimes you just see it and you go, wow. That dude has a motor. He is incredibly athletic. You start looking at him and thinking, man, he could be a Derek Brown, Nick Fairley type impact at Auburn as a defensive lineman. He's not even in a college nutrition and weight program.
I'll tell you what nutrition he is. When you looked at him, seafood. He eats what he sees.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But his stats.
He's 6'1", but
he benches 400 and squats over 600.
I believe it.
And just ask anybody that tried to block him.
He's a monster. So.
And look, I'm not diminishing Antonio Coleman. I thought he played well.
He did.
You look at some of these other players. Jared Smith for Thompson, thought he had a great game. But if I'm lining those three guys up, which, by the way, Auburn got all three, okay? So if you lining all three of those guys up, I'm probably taking Jordan Crawford first.
Yeah, and Malik Autry, by the way, too.
Yeah. Let's add Malik Autry into the mix, who was just a couple of games away from a 7A championship game. That's what Auburn just added to their defensive line. And all four of those guys. Yeah, and Malik Autry's ranked higher than Jordan Crawford.
Yeah.
And look, and I'm not cutting Malik Autry. I've seen both of them now. And I saw Malik Autry make some real good plays. I've seen Antonio Coleman. And, look, I'm not cutting any of those. All those guys are warranted what they're ranked. I'm just saying Jordan Crawford, if he's not a 5-star and some of these other guys are, then
I don't know what they're looking at.
I don't know what they missed there because he does it against top-tier opponents. And, yeah, Parker's got some good players on their team to help him. But Thompson's loaded too. Opelika's got good defensive linemen around Autry. These are he's the best I've seen. I'll just sum it up. He's the best I've seen. Will that translate to Auburn? I sure hope so. I don't think he's going to forget how to play football here in a few months. I think he's going to be an immediate force. He's got the body and the strength and the ability to come in, kind of like Malik Blockton did this year. I'm not saying he's going to be out there every down, but he's going to be in the rotation next year, and probably pretty early.
It would be a surprise if he wasn't, really, to be honest with you, just going by what you've seen so far. All right, I'll leave it up to you. You want to start with basketball? You want to start with the playoff? You want to start with the portal?
Well,
it's all good information.
It is. I think the AP poll just came out. And for basketball, I think it just came out, and Tennessee jumped us and went to number 1, and Auburn's 2. Look, I get it, I guess. I don't know. No, I don't really get it. I don't really get it.
I don't get that.
Iowa State's 3, which, I told everybody that will probably be our best win of the year. When all the dust settles, Iowa State will probably be the best win we had all year. And we're going to play some other really, really good teams.
Tennessee got
25 first-place votes.
Undefeated or one loss?
I think they're undefeated.
Oh, okay.
I think that's probably why they moved them up, but they haven't played anywhere in the semblance. It's crazy that you can go to –
Yes, by the way, Ty is
they're
Crawford is an early enrollee in January.
Yeah, they're 8-0. But the fact that you go to Duke and you played that as well as you did, you literally had to fly from Hawaii after winning the Maui Invitational against that lineup, and then you go to Duke and you lose basically at the very end when there was a massive foul discrepancy in their building where you brought nearly 1,000 people, and almost drowned their fans out and pissed everybody off so bad that they issued an email out to say, don't ever do that again.
I mean, really?
So, I mean, come on, man. I get that a loss, but that's fine. Be at number 2 and keep a chip on your shoulder, man. And Tennessee will have the bullseye on their back, and you're not going to go undefeated in basketball. You know that. Auburn's got Ohio State coming up Saturday, and then they got Purdue on the 21st. They're going to have their opportunities probably to claim that number 1 ranking going into SEC play. But it's Tennessee 1, Auburn 2, Iowa State 3, Marquette 4, Kentucky 5. What an impressive job Pope has done getting Kentucky up to 5. Duke 6, Florida 7, Alabama 8, Gonzaga 9, and Kansas drops.
Let's try and take a quick
from
phone
1 to
call.
10. So,
Eric McKinley, Mortgage Pro Hotline caller. You're on the Auburn Blitz.
Yeah, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Chilling, man. Okay, this PJ, man. I just always listen to y'all show, love the show. But I like to compare players, and I was looking at a running back for Auburn. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Alvin Henderson.
Huh?
Alvin Henderson.
I'm talking about Auburn's running back, the running back.
You talking about Jarquez Hunter?
Yeah, Jarquez Hunter, yeah.
Okay.
I was looking at his draft stock, and
Yeah.
I think, he might be like the number 13 running back come off the board, but he put me in mind he can fit in an offense like a Ray Rice type. He built sort of like that, you know what I'm saying? And I think he'll do an NFL team good.
I think he's got a really good chance of making an NFL roster. You there with us, TJ? Look, don't listen to your TV.
Yeah.
You don't listen to your TV,
Yeah.
brother. Listen to us, okay?
Okay. I'll go give you another one on Janai Boone. He put me in the mind of a taller Stacey Augman, man. He used to play for UNLV.
Right.
He long and lanky but I was just going to get y'all take on that, man. And I listen. Love the show, guys.
Hey, man, appreciate you, brother.
We're going to go ahead and take a break. We'll come back.
Unique
We'll
analysis there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm not sure he's quite as athletic.
Yeah, I don't think he
Overall, is Augman Mr. Plastic Man?
Yeah, no doubt.
But that
Love
is
Stacey
an interesting. I never thought about it in terms like that, but that is an interesting comparison.
Old
for
running
sure.
Rebs used to be my team back
That's
then
for
when
sure.
y'all were all living on that Duke.
All right.
How much you like Duke
we
now?
We got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors. Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
there's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Get ready to rev up your fall with Adams Motorsports in Montgomery. This season, experience the thrill of the open road like never before. From sleek motorcycles to powerful ATVs to versatile side-by-sides, we've got everything you need to fuel your passion for adventure. Whether Polaris, Suzuki, or Kawasaki, Adams sells and services the best. Go to where the journey begins. Visit us today or online for more information. From East Alabama's first family of power sports, Adams Motorsports of Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Duty trucks and heavy-duty savings are at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Big work means big towing and hauling ability. Today, you can drive away brand new Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra 2500 HD trucks with discounts up to $6,000 off. Take your choice, Chevy or GMC heavy-duty 2500 series trucks up to $6,000 off right now during truck season. So let's get to work. Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, your heavy-duty truck headquarters. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you, just getting started on today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Just to address TJ's question before we move on, Jarquez Hunter going to the NFL, I think he's got the type of drive and breaking tackles. I think he could make somebody a very good running back. I mean, if Tank Bigsby can do the things that he does, I think those two guys are.
He does look like Ray Rice. I thought the comparison was spot on. Hopefully, he don't do what Ray Rice did off the field. But as far as looking like, you can't get a more accurate comparison. TJ, I thought nailed that one. Love Stacey Augmon, by the way. He was always one of my favorites growing up, and I'm not sure that comparison's as accurate. From an ability to get inside and score, yes, Stacey Augmon a little bit more athletic, but I think Janai Broome has an opportunity to be National Player of the Year if Auburn really, performs the way they're performing now. They can be consistent all the way through the season. I truly think, again, I'm taking the orange and blue glasses off. I think we have the best team in the country. I do. We at home, it really looks easy, and I know it does for a lot of good teams. But, I watched Kansas go on the road to Missouri yesterday. Kansas has limped through a couple of games already, and so I'm not overly impressed with them. And, I think we all have our flaws, but I definitely think, Andy, this might be the best team in the country. That doesn't mean you win the national championship, but I really believe – I wouldn't trade our team for anybody else's, I'll put it that way. And I'm not saying that other people don't have good teams. I just think we happen to have the best team.
If Auburn's making double-digit threes, which that seems to be the norm this year instead of the exception.
Right.
Then, to me, Auburn.
Didn't we hit 10 at Duke, too?
Yeah. Auburn's one of the most – they're one of the most difficult teams to try to defend, because they can do so many different things and they're so deep. And then you start to add in, if Sunday was an indication of what Ja'Kai Howard can be if you put the reins on him, you add that into the mix and it's a positive, then –
He just been sitting over there for 2 weeks not doing anything.
I know. And he just rolls off the bench for 13.
Right.
We got another phone call.
Yeah, I
Let's
know.
go.
I saw it blinking.
Hey, caller, let's go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. Caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Okay. Listen, I was watching the Auburn basketball game yesterday.
Yes, sir.
And Auburn is loaded with talent. But the best starting five I see out there is Broom, Caldwell, Pettiford, Baker Mazard, and the other little guy, I can't call his name right now.
Miles Kelly.
Miles Kelly.
Sir?
Miles Kelly.
Right, Kelly the shooter.
No, he can shoot.
They are loaded, and we got plenty of reserve help with this guy Howard and the rest of those guys coming out the bench. Bruce Pearl is stocked up this year. We should be in the hunt for the national championship.
I agree with you 100%, Larry. And
I mean, we got some talent. I don't know where Bruce Pearl keep getting all this talent from, but we are loaded.
I definitely I'd like to see Pettiford even more. I think
Pettiford is a player.
I think he ends up being the starting point guard by the end of the season.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. He should be starting now.
Hey, to me, Pettiford needs to be the starter at point guard.
Sir?
Yeah, Pettiford needs to get the start. He needs to be the starter.
Sure do.
Denver
Where's
Jones
he
needs to
from
come off the
anyway?
bench. Yep, right.
He's from New Jersey.
Yeah, he's from
New Jersey.
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to comment on the team because we are loaded.
I love it, Larry. I like when you call and say we're loaded. It makes me feel good.
Thank you, sir. Hey, y'all have a blessed day.
All right, you too. Tip of the hat to Chad Baker-Mazar for saying, "Hey, I'll step aside today." Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
You didn't hear Bruce Pearl talk about that?
I did not.
In the Richmond, the reason he didn't play, I mean, what did he have? He had 19 minutes. He said, give him majority of my minutes. He gave it to Ja'Kai Howard.
Really?
Yeah. He said, I don't have to play in the second half. Let him play. And Bruce Pearl really commended Chad Baker-Mazar. He said, you don't see that much in this society anymore. So of all people, to come out of the woodwork and say, I'm going to give up some of my minutes. So, again, for what Chad Baker-Mazar is on the floor and drives you crazy with his little antics and he prods people, and that is part of his game. He allowed Ja'Kai Howard to get 21 minutes and, gave him some of that time. And I think, Larry's right. You didn't even mention Chaney Johnson, who has started off as one of the hottest players for us. Now, he's kind of come back to earth a little bit, but you talk about a starting five, and you got five that you could roll out there that you could say arguably might be could play them off their feet. Yeah. I mean, that's Denver pretty doggone Jones, good, man.
Denver Jones is not we haven't seen his best yet this year.
There was
what he's capable of.
I'll have to dig and find it amongst all the information that we've had. But here, like last week, they ranked the top starting lineups in college basketball, and Auburn had two of the top five starting lineups.
Two different lineups,
and it was the only team in like the top 40 that had two teams. Two starting lineups from the same team. I'll pull that up during the break.
Yeah, that's pretty. That pretty much says it all right there for sure. Got to go to another break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensagreen.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We are your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
The results are in, and Game Day Men's Health in Auburn has delivered. The certified medical team at Game Day Men's Health wants to help you feel better. Text 334-209-3706 to set up your free testosterone check and consult. Results back in as little as 15 minutes. Tired of feeling tired? Text 334-209-3706 to Game Day Men's Health in Auburn. They make you feel better.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dayville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Brett here with you. A few more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. 9 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. Sensa Green, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's fresh and clean. Call Sensa Green. And finally, J.A. Smith Construction and excavation. No job's too big, no job's too small, commercial or residential. Give them a call today for all of your needs.
Peppertree Steaks and Wine, what can you say? And they come out with great deals all the time. You can go get a $100 gift card for somebody for $85. You can get a $60 gift card for $50. So, I mean, they're giving money
just
away.
giving money
They just give
away,
money
yeah.
away. And so on December the 13th and 14th is Filet Friday. So for $47.99, you can go take advantage of the fillets there. December the 14th, they got pork chops Saturday, $32.99. You know what those pork chops are. On December the 20th, they got the barbecue special, choice of meat, pulled pork, 4 bones, or half chicken with potato salad, baked beans, grilled Connect sausage, and then the Christmas specials for all of you that want to take a back seat to all the cooking and you want to let Peppertree Steaks and Wine handle it. They have the fillets, the beef tenderloin, and the prime rib roast for 4 or 6 people for different price ranges with all the trimmings that go with it. Andy, I mean, Peppertree Steaks and Wine in Auburn and in Montgomery, they said they had a monstrous turnout for their Thanksgiving specials. Wanted to send us a message about that. Said it was one of their best ones yet.
Wonderful.
So
let me just get this straight and repeat this.
Okay, right.
You can get a $100 gift card.
Let me make sure I respect.
For
the
$85.
holiday gift card sale, November 30th through December 24th. You can go in there. For $50, you'll get a $60 gift card. And for $85, you get a $100 gift card.
You get a $100 gift card for $85. I've never heard of that.
They basically hand you $15.
That's unbelievable.
Just go to the store and give them $85. They'll give you $100.
Can I do that at my bank?
I don't know if the banks run any specials like that, but it'd be nice if they were.
Yeah, it would. All right.
Deposit $85, get $100.
That's right. That's the way we do it. All right, let's just go ahead and get this out of the way here. College football playoff came out. Alabama left out. And look, we all said, I said this Friday. I think we all said this. If Clemson beat SMU and the game was close, I felt like Alabama was going to be left out. Now, everybody's gone into, this sets that's precedent. But look, stop with that.
We don't know what precedent's
Every
been
year
set.
is going to be different. Every year is unique. It didn't set a precedent. I mean, look, this is what it was.
Are you and Luke on Sports Blitz Live tomorrow night?
I believe we are.
I can't even imagine. Because, I mean, Luke was on Twitter for, I think, 8 hours straight yesterday. After the announcement. And, look, I get it. I mean, if Auburn had been left out, I mean, yeah, we would be on here clamoring about the schedule. I get all that, But I also heard several Alabama fans, especially up there in Birmingham, come up to me on Friday and say, man, we're clamoring for the 12th seed. Where have we all said that if you only lost, if you lost more than 2 games ever, you don't deserve to play for. And Luke has said that numerous times, by the way, on this show. And I know it was in different circumstances because there are only 4 teams and all, but now you got 12. And yeah, SMU schedule nowhere near Alabama's. I totally get that. I don't think SMU had a win that was as quality maybe as one Alabama has. But unfortunately, the SEC is going to be the toughest conference every year. Every year, moving forward. It's better than the Big Ten. It's better than the Big 12. It's better than the ACC. And, there's a lot of things you can nitpick. Cut out the automatic qualifiers. I think it's asinine that you let a 12 seed get a bye in the first round when you got other seeds like Ohio State and Tennessee that are going to have to play. And then Oregon has to play one of those 2. I mean, that's a screw job. And then, look, everybody's complaining. Kirk Cignetti, who by all rights should be thanking his lucky stars that he got in at Indiana, is complaining that they're not hosting a dang playoff game. And he's going through all these numbers and stuff. So everybody, even the ones that got in, are complaining. They ain't seated right. They got to go on the road. And, it's just you're never going to make everybody happy. And if you expand it to 16 teams, the 17th team's going to be complaining, wanting to get in and lobbying their case. And Ole Miss is still out there complaining. Well, don't lose at home to Kentucky, man.
That's right.
You know, if you don't lose at home to Kentucky, you're probably in. And if Alabama wins one of those two against Oklahoma or Vanderbilt, they're probably in too.
That's right.
I mean, seriously.
And you know what? If you're in, I don't care any complaint about anything. All you got to do is win. I mean, look, if you're good enough, all you got to do is win.
I'm no. And
I thought it was more important to say that conference. We're not going to, we're not going to penalize you for playing in a conference championship game. I thought that was more important than
because
saying,
look, everybody's saying SMU lost, and they did. Well, what if they just said, well, you know what? We just rather not play in that championship game.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, right. We'll just boycott the championship.
So the championship games are going to be the next thing that are looked at on this deal, Andy. The automatic qualifier and the conference championship games, the 4 spots, the Power 4, because, I'm not sure Clemson does deserve to be in with their record and what they did. I mean, I'm not sure that just because they won their ACC championship game that they get that bid into the playoff automatically. I do think the schedule should have some bearing on it. I'm no Clemson fan either, so I don't like Dabo Swinney, but it is what it is, and you knew there were going to be flaws in all this thing.
Well, that's why you work it out. We got a call. If you'll hold on, we got to take a break. You'll be the first up when we come back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bucks Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bucks Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bucks Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bucksisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bucks quote.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit alagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. And I guess
before we go to the phone line, I want to get a couple of these comments in. Justin, all of you guys that are watching us on YouTube, man, we're going to do a better job of getting your comments in over here, included with the Facebook ones. We do that on the podcast. They all come into one, but we have to load both of them up here on this show. Brent said half the top 10 are SEC. Justin throughout the entire SEC that is ranked. Listen to this. Tennessee 1, Auburn 2, Kentucky 5, Alabama 7, Florida 9. And then you got Oklahoma at 13, Texas A&M at 17, Ole Miss at 19, and Mississippi State at 25. Michael said Pegues' first minutes yesterday came when we were up 43 minutes to go. Look, man, I don't want that.
He got 4 minutes.
He ain't no good.
In a blowout.
But he ain't no good, man. I hate it for the kid. He's no good. He cannot play at this level. And we've seen enough sample size at this point. He cannot make shots, and he gets burned on D. His little 3-minute stretch against Duke killed us.
Yeah.
It was so detrimental to us. I don't think we were able to ever crawl back out of it.
He was in it for 4 minutes, and he was 0 for 3.
It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right, let's go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. James, what's up, brother?
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Man, we're good.
Right.
How are you, buddy?
I ain't got but two things. One, I just want to know about the transfer portal and what quarterback you see now that we could get, and the defensive lineman, running back, because I know we need a running back. I'm going to tell you that now. Defensive lineman, whatever position you guys think we're going to have to go. There's some good receivers in there. The Cobra Pretty's from Alabama. I like him. But I am so happy. Something happened this weekend that done made my day. You remember, I've been hollering for the longest. Coaches don't win, you take their money back. You take the salary back, you show them, you say you win or you're gone, or we going to reconstruct your contract. Oklahoma State finally did what I said needed to be done about all these high-priced coaches that putting this product on the field. And I always said these SEC coaches get all these great players, supposedly, and they don't do nothing with them. And finally, now that Oklahoma State finally did what they did, maybe some of these universities will get some kahunas and go and reconstruct some of these contracts and tell these coaches you're going to have to take a pay cut in order for you to be either you gone. And I hang up and listen. Thanks.
James, thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Hey.
Yeah, you know, Michigan did that with Harbaugh.
They did.
And he won a national title. So
look,
it seems to work.
Look. Outside of the bubble, the fantasy world of college athletics over here in pro, the real world operates based on performance.
Yeah.
In business, look, I own a business. And, I would like to wake up every day and cut myself a massive check, Andy, because I own a business. Don't work like that, dude. And you have to work to bring in income, and your performance reflects what you get paid. And so, or your pay reflects your performance. Let me get that straight. And the same out here with people that work in jobs that get paid a salary or get paid hourly, whatever, the better job you do, most of the time, the opportunity to move up the ladder and make more money and do better. When you don't do well, you don't get a raise.
Unlike government, when you can fail upward and get promoted for failure.
You don't
in
get
the real world. That doesn't happen.
In the real world, if you don't pull your weight, you either get demoted, you get a pay cut, or you get fired if it continues to go down that road. So that's the harsh reality of it. We live, these coaches, in what you just talked about with Juan Soto. I mean, it's asinine what these professional teams and these college programs are doing now. I mean, Jimbo Fisher, look at him. I know we have had our own problems. Boy, we give boatloads of money away to guys that don't even work anymore. And Jimbo Fisher, he stepped off the jet in Texas A&M and got $75 million. Ain't coached today over there. And so I'm with James, man. Look, what's the problem with go out and do well and get a raise? Don't you think Kirk Cignetti formulated what he's done into a promotion and a raise for him? Not really a promotion, but an increase in salary. Of course he did. He got an extension.
Yeah.
So when you do well, you get rewarded. But if you do bad, you ought to understand that there's consequences to that too.
I would agree 100%. Maybe we'll see that across the board. And until an SEC school does it, it won't make
a hill of beans. Yeah, it won't make a bill of beans. So I don't know if do we have another call, Andy? Can you check over there?
Yes, we do.
All right, let's go back to the phone line.
Hey, caller, you're on the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline. Welcome to the Auburn Blitz.
Yes, I just wanted to get on here, and we was talking about, hearing them talking about the schedule of really tough games. I've been an Auburn fan all my life, and I was watching them when they had Suge Jordan and Doug Barfield days and all the way up through Pat Dye. And Auburn always played the toughest SEC schedule every year. They always played Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Florida, and none of the rest of the SEC teams ever played them. And now they're talking about Alabama getting on there whining about not having a tough schedule. They played a tougher schedule than the rest of them have that's in this college playoff. And I'm thinking, well, Auburn's always played the toughest ones back in the 70s and 80s and up through the 90s. But Alabama's whining about it, and they're always wanting to get in the playoffs. And I think they did the right thing by not putting them in there. But I just wanted to get y'all's point on that, and I appreciate y'all's time.
Thank you, Carl. Well, Alabama's always been a whiner, and they always will be a whiner. I think we all knew that, right?
Well, look, it boils down to what you did. And, again, I knew they were going to lobby, and everybody was lobbying. Miami lobbied, Ole Miss lobbied. All these teams were lobbying. And, again, I go back. Everybody's schedule is not created equal. There should be something valued in who you play, opponents-wise. There should be. You know, Auburn, every SEC team is going to probably have a tougher schedule than anybody else that ever gets selected in the playoffs. Just the fact that you got to play 8 SEC games every year.
Yeah.
Pure. So I see the argument of going out and scheduling, cream puff non-conference when you have to play a schedule. SEC should do that. Maybe some of these other conferences can't do that. Maybe SMU in the future needs to schedule a couple of tougher teams outside of their conference because their conference isn't as tough. All right? So what one conference does doesn't necessarily mean it's what the other conferences do.
Yeah.
But if I'm an SEC school, I'm taking that line. I'm not scheduling any tough non-conference games because our conference schedule is tougher than anything all the other conferences
If you
play.
don't have to, why would you?
You don't.
Sure.
You don't.
All right, got to take another break. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Go ahead and mark your calendars, sports fans. The Alabama State Games are returning to the Magic City of Birmingham, Jefferson County, and surrounding communities June 13th through the 15th, 2025. We're talking about 20-plus sports open to athletes of all ages and abilities. The 42nd Alabama State Games will be something to behold. Mark your calendars now and be ready to go when registration opens. Visit alagames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more exciting announcements.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Monday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. Thank you so much to our sponsors as well. We're getting back to James's question.
That's what I want to get back to.
Quarterbacks. Look, as of right now, Auburn has 2 scholarship quarterbacks. That is Walker White and that is Deuce Knight, who is a true freshman. So clearly they're going to the portal. Auburn needs a couple of quarterbacks really from the portal. Who would that be? It is a I don't even have a guess.
Well,
I mean, there's a lot of guys out there. And there's a lot. There was one that came across today, Stanford's quarterback.
Yes, then he just got a crystal ball prediction to come to Auburn. Ashton Daniels, he's from Beaufort, Georgia. Again, I don't think he's coming in to be the starter. I think Auburn's going to get him to be a piece. I hope. That's not what we're looking for. I'm just going ahead and telling you.
I didn't watch Stanford play this year.
Well, but I'm just telling you, that's not what we're looking for.
No.
Now, I will say this, and I'm not going to go way out on a limb on this. There's probably somebody out there that's not in the portal or not going to get in the portal that Auburn's going to go after and try to – and look, I'm just going to cut it like it is – try to entice them to come to Auburn.
Yeah.
Like, this is what – and everybody just understand, and you go, ooh, that's what's going on. Wake up. That's what's going on out here now. And there's a couple of names, I'm not going to say them on the air, of particular quarterbacks at colleges right now that are in good situations, but probably can be enticed to leave and have shown maybe some interest in Auburn, maybe more than where they are currently if the money's right. So I don't know where this thing's going. Don't get caught up in looking at just who's out there in the portal. Okay, I really think you got to look like you got the kid at Oklahoma right now that really is kind of. He hadn't really decided one way or the other. And, you got the kid from Washington State that's rumored to go to Oklahoma and bring his O coordinator with him as a package deal, who I think may be the best quarterback in the portal, by the way, is that kid, the Washington State quarterback. I think you run for almost 900 yards and throw for what he did. And he is a true dual-threat quarterback. So, but don't be surprised if you don't see a kid – from a team right now that's not in the portal that all of a sudden jumps in the portal and then immediately is signing with Auburn. I think that's kind of how this is probably going to go down if Auburn's really out there going to go after somebody they think they can come in and help them immediately.
Yeah, it's going to have to be somebody that improves that room and improves Auburn's stock from last year. And look, to be perfectly honest, it's a low bar right now to get better. So that might be an enticing place, and I'm sure Auburn's going to be the monetary aspect of it's going to be significant. Right now, 3 guys in the running back room, Damari Alston, Jeremiah Cobb, and Alvin Anderson, the true freshman. James is right. You probably go out and get another running back.
Yeah,
who would that be? I'm sure the best available. Is what they're looking at. The wide receiver room all of a sudden has got some open space in it because Camden Brown, Caleb Burton have both entered the transfer portal. So you got the Freeze 4, you got Derek and Eric Smith, you got Sam Turner, the true freshman in the recruiting class. Sam Jackson is still there. He's got another year of eligibility. Will he stick around? Not sure. Tight end, Brandon Frazier, Rico Walker, the transfer from last year, and the 2 freshmen. The 2 freshmen coming in the recruiting class. A tight end from Oklahoma is, I believe, scheduled, or at least considering visiting Auburn.
Right.
Bayer Sharp, he was originally from Dothan, Alabama, so that makes sense there as well. An Arkansas tight end, Luke Haas. That is another possibility as well. Auburn got a couple of visitors coming in this week. Northwestern offensive lineman Josh Thompson visiting sometime this week, and Fresno State linebacker Phoenix Jackson, great name, Phoenix Jackson visiting on this weekend. So that's the only official visits that I know of. But the kid from ULM. Ahmad Hardy is a possibility for a running back. I really like the looks of him when ULM came and played Auburn. So
Yeah, it's going to be a never. It's going to be
That's
an
just
ongoing
offense.
grind.
That ain't, offensive line. There's a lot. Who knows?
Let me add one more thing before we go off there, and we'll talk about this on the podcast tomorrow and more on the show. Didn't even talk about the bowls, did we? Didn't even talk about who got selected. Hey, is that dead? Like, literally, I'm serious. Like, these bowl games, like, nobody.
It's worth 15 practices.
Nobody even talked
That's
about
the only
it.
thing.
Nobody's even talking about it. Nobody cares. Who's going to these things now? They don't mean anything. They mean nothing. So you talk about college football that's totally upended right now on everything. These bowls and these sponsors, man, these people ain't drawing no crowd. They ain't going to be drawing any viewers hardly. People going to want to watch and focus on that 12-team playoff now. You go throw the game on because you got to watch something on TV during the holidays.
It's football during the
Yeah,
winter.
but I'm telling you, it is the most watered down. These players opting out. It's a disaster. Total disaster.
That's probably true. That's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us. On the air tomorrow, same time, same channel for Brett Pritchard and Mandy Graham. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.